Hi, I'm Dr. Jeff Anderson of the MECA Back Institute, and I'm going to take you through a brief 10-minute workout with the wedge only. Okay, so we're starting with nice, easy movements, and we'll progress to some harder movements. You always get on the wedge by bridging, get it placed in a comfortable spot underneath the low back, the lower part of the low back, coming right up to tabletop. And I'm going to start with double knee counter pressure. 1, 2. 1, 2. Think about engaging those lats. If you feel the tops of your thighs when you do this, drop those heels down. 1, 2. 2. Pushing hard, knees into hands, hands into the knees. Making sure we don't come in too close, making sure the knees don't come in closer than the hips. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. One more time. 1, 2. And then a bridge, making sure that our knees and feet together are together during our bridge. We don't want those knees to fan apart. Little break on the back. We're going to go to single knee raise. Sometimes it's helpful to have your hands over your head or behind your head. It gives you a little leverage. So we're back at tabletop. We're going to lower the left foot and then back up. And then switch. Not tapping the floor, making sure we don't touch the floor. Never taking weight off that abdominal wall. Up. And being mindful of the bent knee. Making sure the bent knee stays stationary. We don't want to see this. That bent knee has to stay nice and still. If you want to get a feel for how the wedge works, lower that knee and hold, and move that knee away an inch. And then a little bridge. Feet together, knees together, up into a bridge. Little break. Come on back down. We're going to go to double knee raise this time, so a little bit harder movement. Both feet lower, almost touching the floor, and then back up. Nice, slow, controlled movements, making sure that those knees never come in here. If you got to rest, rest. Belly's burning, jump back into it. But keep going. That good anterior tilt. Lots of anterior tilt of the pelvis. When your spine can accept that anterior tilt, you're home free with your back. Three, 2, 1, and then bridge. Knees together, feet together. Taking a little break. Whew. Now we're going to go to what we call cross leg lift. So we do cross leg lift 2 ways. This one is going to be the cross leg raise. My apologies, cross leg raise. Foot comes up off the floor, lower the foot toward the floor, and then bring it up. I want to make it a little harder. Reach that foot away. Whew. Ah. Belly's burning, fatiguing, so I'm going to lighten the load a little bit by bending that knee, Take a little bit of the weight out of that abdominal wall. Again, you see that good anterior tilt to the left side of my pelvis. That's it. Almost touching the floor, but not touching the floor. And then a little bridge. Okay, come on back down. We're going to cross over the other side. So we'll start with a harder one. If you feel your back, then you take the load away by bending the knee. If your back is okay, you want to smash your belly and keep that leg extended away. Gotta lighten it up a little bit. 5, 4, 3. And then a little bridge. And then back down. Now we're going to go to combo lift. So combo lift is tabletop and then short range of motion crunch. When you're doing combo lift, if you have a low placement, make sure your pelvis isn't doing this when you combo lift. Keep the lower body nice and stationary. Don't let it draw in. Stomach is screaming. Short range of motion. Hardly any movement to it all. 2, 1, and then rest. Feet together, knees together. Push up into a bridge. Woo! Holy moly. And we're going to come on back down. Now, this time we're going to start to lift the torso. So we're going to cheat the wedge up toward our shoulders a little bit. We're going to do a unilateral lift. So we're going to squeeze the belly, the leg is out straight, and lift the torso and then descend. You notice when I lift, I'm lifting straight toward the ceiling. I'm not curling. So the idea is to create this awkward angle on the abdominal wall. And again, you see my thighs not popping up. It's because I've got those hip flexors already opened, and my abdomen, unfortunately, is doing all the work. So unilateral lift. If I want to ramp it up, I make the turn. 4, 3, 2, last one. Whew, little bridge. Wow, come on back down. We're going to go to the other side. So straighten out the right leg this time, the left leg stays bent, and then it's lift, descend, lift, descend. And then as we move into the intermediate and advanced exercise programs, we hold the torso in the air and pulse. Lift. Now we add the turn. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back into a bridge. And then we come on down and we're going to go to the cross leg lift now. So when we refer to lift, we're referring to lifting the torso. So right foot over the left knee, left foot off the floor, and then the lift. My torso won't clear the floor with this exercise,
short range of motion, just bearing down on the abdominal wall. It's screaming already. If you have to rest, by all means rest. Then jump back into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice little bridge. Whew. Well-deserved rest. And then back down, and we'll go to the other side, crossing the left foot over the right knee, the right foot up off the floor, and then it's squeeze. If I want to make it harder, I extend that leg out, make it harder still, put the leg nice and close to the floor. The more that leg is extended, the lower it is, the harder the movement. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then push up into bridge. And I think we've got time for one more. Whew. So we're going to do one more. It's a beast. The cross crawl reach. So we start pointing our hands to the ceiling, come to tabletop, extend the left leg away, hover the left hand by the hip off of the floor, and then it's a reach up to the ceiling, being mindful of that right knee. That right knee can't be in here. It's got to be out here. 5 and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Nice strong bridge. Wow, come on back down. Get yourself set. Finish it off on the right side. So hands to the ceiling, up to tabletop, right leg reaches, right hand hovers, and then the left hand reaches to the ceiling. Again, being mindful of that left knee. Can't have that left knee in here. That left knee's got to be out, away from the chest, so that the knee is above the hip. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. So that is a 10-minute jaunt of steady wedge work. You notice the short rests. If you're going through the exercise and your stomach starts to burn, set your feet down, take a break for a couple of seconds and jump back into the exercise. Finish the 45 seconds or a minute, or however long that we did. But get your stomach screaming and move from one exercise to another. I hope you had fun.